Welcome back, Legends. The new season is finally here, and the new JDM Turbofest Spotlight has just dropped. This is the very first major event of the Touge Masters season, and it's easily one of the most anticipated events we've had in a long time. A lot of players have been waiting for this one, and it's easy to see why. We finally have a brand new track, a completely new game mode, and 3 brand new cars making their debut in Asphalt Legends. That's a pretty big update all at once. So in this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know about this Spotlight event. We'll look at the rewards, the event structure, the shop, whether it's actually F2P friendly or not, and finally, I'll give you my advice on how to spend your Spotlight tokens without wasting them. Before we get started, if you enjoy these Asphalt Legends guides and want more event breakdowns like this, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down in the comments which of these 3 new JDM cars you're most excited to unlock. Now let's get into it. New track, Mount Fuji. The biggest highlight of this Spotlight is definitely the brand new Mount Fuji track. I have to say, this track looks absolutely beautiful. One of the coolest parts is the iconic bright red torii gates lining the sacred mountain roads. It immediately gives the track a unique Japanese atmosphere that feels completely different from the existing maps. As you continue racing, you'll also pass traditional Japanese villages filled with wooden houses, a majestic Japanese castle, and classic roadside rest stops with convenience stores that make the whole environment feel alive. The attention to detail is honestly impressive. This might become one of my favorite tracks in Asphalt Legends because visually it's simply amazing. New drift mode. The second major feature is the brand new drift mode. This new mode will be playable throughout the Spotlight event. Instead of simply driving as fast as possible, you'll now have to drift consistently and drift properly. If you don't drift enough, your score won't be high enough. But at the same time, drifting too much can also ruin your run. So you'll actually have to find the perfect balance between speed and controlled drifting. It's something completely different from the normal races we've been playing, and that's what makes it refreshing. Personally, I'm really excited to play more of this mode because it actually feels like something new instead of another standard race. Event duration. This Spotlight event runs from July 21st until August 19th. That's a total of 28 days, almost an entire month. So if you're only looking to collect the cars, there's definitely plenty of time available. But having lots of time doesn't automatically make an event good. If the event structure is restrictive, then the grind will still be difficult, especially for free-to-play players. That's why we need to look at the full structure before deciding whether this event is actually worth grinding. All new cars. This Spotlight introduces 3 completely brand new cars. The lineup includes Nissan Skyline GT-R R34, Toyota Supra RZ Mark IV, Mazda RX 7 Spirit R. Every single one of these cars is making its debut, and because all 3 are brand new, there's a very high chance this event will be much harder for free-to-play players unless Gameloft decided to be extremely generous. Event Pass. Like previous Spotlights, this event also comes with its own dedicated event pass. The price is the usual $20. If you buy it, I'll admit the value is actually pretty good. You'll receive a huge amount of blueprints, support car rewards, and unlocking all 3 cars is basically guaranteed. The paid rewards also include an exclusive decal for the Mazda RX 7 Spirit R. Now let's talk about the free rewards. As usual, the free pass gives significantly fewer blueprints. However, there's one really good thing here. The Mazda RX 7 Spirit R only requires 15 blueprints to unlock, and the free rewards give exactly 15 blueprints. That means every free-to-play player should be able to unlock the Mazda simply by playing the event. The other 2 cars, though, those are going to require actual grinding. Play section. Now let's move to the play section. There are 12 total stages, and unfortunately, the rewards aren't great. They're not terrible either, but Gameloft definitely could have made them much better. Most of the rewards are heavily packed into the later stages. The biggest problem is that every stage system Spotlight eventually requires higher star support cars. Since all 3 support cars are brand new, most free-to-play players simply won't have enough stars to keep progressing. And once your progression stops, your Spotlight token farming also stops. That means your blueprint farming slows down as well. So don't expect unlimited Spotlight tokens. They're actually very limited. Because of that, every single Spotlight token becomes valuable. Don't spend them carelessly. Shop analysis. Now let's check the shop because this is where your decisions become really important. First, let's look at the decal bundles. This time they're actually more expensive than usual. $30. The reason is simple. These bundles don't only include decals, they also include blueprints and additional packs. Classic business strategy. There are 2 decal bundles available. One for the Nissan Skyline GTRR34 and one for the Toyota Supra RZ Mark IV. The decals themselves actually look fantastic, so if you're a collector, these might be worth considering. Personally, I'll skip them. Now let's talk about something that concerns me much more, the market. The Spotlight token exchange rates are surprisingly expensive. Not only the blueprints, even the import parts cost a lot. That's a problem because free-to-play players can't farm unlimited Spotlight tokens. Your supply is already limited. Now combine that with expensive prices, and suddenly every purchase becomes extremely important. The Nissan Skyline GTRR34 costs 2,000 Spotlight tokens for only 2 blueprints. That's expensive. Its import parts cost 24,000 Spotlight tokens for just 3 import pieces. That's incredibly expensive. Even the Toyota Supra RZ Mark IV costs 1,000 Spotlight tokens for only 2 blueprints. That's still expensive. Because of these prices, you really need a proper plan before spending anything. My advice for F2P players. So here's what I would recommend. If your goal is simply unlocking all 3 cars, don't buy Mazda RX-7 Spirit R blueprints from the shop. You'll unlock it naturally from the free event pass anyway. Instead, focus your Spotlight tokens on the Skyline and the Supra one at a time. Don't spread your resources everywhere. Also, don't forget to exchange your free daily Spotlight tokens into credits. Those free exchanges are actually very valuable over the course of the month. And unless you're planning to max these cars, don't buy import parts. Those are simply not worth it for free-to-play players who only want the unlocks. Save every Spotlight token you can. Eventually, you may also need to refresh the shop using blue tokens because Spotlight tokens alone might not be enough. It's not ideal, but with how limited the grind is, it may become necessary if you're serious about unlocking everything. Final thoughts. Overall, I don't think this Spotlight is an amazing event from a progression standpoint. The biggest issue is still the event structure. Once your support cars hit a wall, your progress slows down, your Spotlight token income becomes limited, and the expensive market prices make every decision even more important. That's going to be frustrating for a lot of free-to-play players. Still, this update isn't all bad. Mount Fuji looks incredible. The Japanese atmosphere is one of the best environments I've seen in Asphalt Legends. The new drift mode brings something fresh to the gameplay, and all 3 debut JDM cars are exciting additions to the garage. So while I'm disappointed with the overall grind and reward balance, I'm genuinely excited to spend more time on the new track and experience this new game mode. Hopefully, Gameloft improves future Spotlights, but for now, I recommend planning your resources carefully if you're aiming to unlock all 3 cars. That's everything I wanted to cover for today's JDM Turbofest Spotlight. I'll also be making another update video very soon where I'll cover the entire Touge Masters season, especially the Gauntlet Shop changes, and why I think Gameloft actually made it worse. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, Legends. See you on the track.